Spider-Man 2. There's two of them now. That's actually the official tagline for this game. We open on Spider-Man and his pal Spider-Man zipping through New York City being really cool guys. The following footage is a 1-minute uninterrupted sequence of the best part of the game, the web slinging. The web slinging reminds me of the old Tony Hawk games where you could just blast around doing these wildly unrealistic combos, feeling like a superhero, hitting McTwists. The cool little sounds are going off. You know, the little one that goes like, you know what I mean? When you get like a special move in the Tony Hawk games, that's what this is like. But instead of it going like, it's just because the web, it's amazing. It's so fun. This is, I just cut like an entire minute of it to let you watch it because it's just so good to watch. And then at the end there, I'm going to give you a little spoiler. But when I get to this bridge, I hit my super move. I don't know how I did this. This was legitimately like less than a minute into the gameplay, right after the opening cutscene. And I just thread the needle upside down. Best man alive. Not through my entire playthrough did I do something that cool again. The Sandman is here, and he's a big boy now. He's really mad, and he's put sand all over the city. But Spider-Man is impervious to sand and gains plus 10 sand resistance when his buddy, who is also called Spider-Man, is present. It's a good thing that there's two Spider-Men, because now they have plus 20 sand resistance, and the giant sandy boy is no match for the two Spider-Men. Even though he spawns like multiple of himself to like grab out of the ground, it's really disturbing. And then there's a little Terminator moment. But no, we have the power of friendship. The power of friendship makes the Spider-Man stronger than any superpowers. Spider-Man number 2 gives Spider-Man number 1 a really good back rub, and that gives him the morale boost he needs to completely eliminate this giant hulking mass of sand who just turns back into a person and is in a cube and is like, hey man, bad stuff's coming. Spider-Man are like, that's weird, but now suddenly we're in the jungle and Roman Reigns is here. He's pissed off. He's a hunter. He's bored of hunting. And his right-hand man is like, let's go to New York. There's a ton of super people there. You can hunt the super people in New York. I think that's a really good idea. There's a lot of super people in New York, as made evident by Spider-Man always fighting these super people. But sometimes super people are just ordinary people in super circumstances. Take, for example, Spider-Man's nerd friend, Genki. Genki has taken it upon himself to build... My AC just went on. I've had to record this part so many fucking times, dude. I have a kitten, and he is acting amok. He's running amok. I have recorded this segment so many times because he's running amok, and now the AC is turning on and it's going brrr. Genki builds a social network. Much like Twitter, social media keeps people connected. And also angry. However, I don't think that Genki's social media is meant to keep people enraged. I think he's trying to keep people connected after Sandman completely obliterated the city's communications network. It's kind of a safety thing. Gonna be honest, don't care. I'm here for just a few things: web slinging, brawlic violence, and cool costumes. This is a Spider-Man game, baby, and that's what it's all about. Wearing cool multicolored tights, kicking the crap out of bad guys, shooting webs out of our wrists, and flying through the town. It's basically pro wrestling, but we got bit by a spider. It's not really like pro wrestling at all. It's superheroes. We fly. We can fly. J. Jonah Jameson, Fireman Carey, save him. Get fired. Oh no, Spider-Man 1 gets fired. Turns out balancing the spider life and the person life is really hard. Spidey got fired from his teaching job because the principal was like, hey man, you can't abandon these children. You need to protect them. Oh, the irony. Spider-Man goes to protect the children and gets fired for not protecting the children. But that's okay. Harry's here, and Harry wants Peter to come be a scientist with him. But uh-oh, cool helicopter villains are invading. Look at the duality of Peter life and spider life. Look at the duality of Miles' life and Spider life. You can see because he's wearing the costume while he talks to his mom. Clearly, the balance between the Spider life and the person life is really getting to these guys. I say clearly because for the first few hours of this game, it does not stop driving home the fact that these dudes are struggling to balance being superheroes with being real people. I know that's kind of the theme of most Spider-Man things, but oh my god, it's just like 4 hours straight of, I want to be a man, but I also want to be a Spider-Man, and it doesn't really stop. So it makes these cool web-slinging moments way more fun because I'm just overjoyed that I don't have to watch a cutscene about work-life balance, basically. Like, I don't care. I just want to see Spider-Man doing Spider-Man things. Spider-Man tells Spider-Man to come to the raft. I take a little sightseeing trip, but then I go to the raft. Scorpion pops out of his cage. He's being held at gunpoint. Seems a little pointless. He's Scorpion. Can't imagine guns will do a whole lot. But something's a little fishy. There's these little pops in the sky. First yellow, then green. Oh no, it's a green light. Dun, dun, dun. Boat explodes. Boats just start blowing up out of nowhere. Whoever these guys are, they're invisible. And that's concerning for several reasons, one of which being invisible helicopters. Crazy machete-wielding maniac explodes their jet ski, fights me. I'm incredible at the combat. I get through it no problem. Blast through these fools, grow spider legs, chop them up. It's nothing. These advanced, technologically adept hunters are no match for me, a bug. I continue to show them what I'm made of, and by that I mean I die several times and repeatedly restart the fight sequence. But it's okay. Every Spider-Man has to spider start somewhere. This dude's got a cool crossbow. There's robo-birds. The robo-birds are my favorite. It took me a long time to figure out that they were robo-birds. I thought they were people in suits. They're just robo-birds. Pretty cool concept. Hope there's no memes about that, about birds being robots. I hope there's no memes about that people take too seriously. Spider-Man 2 dives into the carrier. Turns out the guy who offed his dad is drowning. He tries to save him, strange choice, but then the hunters steal him. They pop him up, they pull his box into the sky. He's in the box, he lives in a box. I don't know if it's a transport box, but he's in the box. He's a box man. Spider-Man's like, yo, get back here with that box. The man inside there is very bad and very important. He tries to pull it down. It goes real bad. Explosions amok. Fire, flames. It's like a Dragon Force song in here. Spider-Man #1 is like, dude, stop. Leave him alone. I need you now. These civilians are in danger. We have this massive, grand final sequence where it ends in a QuickTime event. The entire mission ends in a QuickTime event. Questionable. But we move on. Spider-Man and Spider-Man are standing on top of a bridge. Spider-Man #2 is real upset about his dad's murderer getting away, so Spider-Man #1 offers him a fist bump. This, as you might imagine, enrages him further. He takes it out on innocent civilians who just happen to be trying to break into a truck with guns. He vents his aggressions by beating them to an absolute pulp. How dare you give me a fist bump? I'm gonna steal this man, give him the fright of his life by flying through the sky with him, and then I'm just gonna put him down. But here's where it gets important. Costumes, baby. I told you. Web slinging, brolic violence, and costumes. We're here at the final piece of the puzzle. It's about the costumes, man. If I can't look cool flying through the city with all these different colors, the purples, the reds, it's beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing. This game is gorgeous. The costumes are sick. I can fly. The trifecta is completed. Web slinging, brolic violence, and costumes. We're here, baby. This is what we came for. Just as I'm having what could be classified as too much fun, the game reels me in by forcing me into a playable cutscene where Peter goes and visits some ridiculous science lab, and his pal Harry, whose dad is Norman Osborn, wants to give him a job. His teaching job had a no web-slinging, brawling violence, or costumes clause, so he needs something new. It's time for Peter to become a particle accelerator. I don't really know much about science. We zap some bees with a drone, build new plants, you saw that, and Peter's like, dude, this is sick, I accept. And then we go back to our life of web-slinging, brawlic violence, and cool costumes. The game ends with Spider-Man retiring from a life of web-slinging, brawlic violence, and costumes in order to become a scientist. Actually, I didn't get to the end of the game. I barely even scratched the surface of the story because I just want to fly around and do my cool spin moves. It's a lot of fun. I think Spider-Man gets the victory as far as superhero video games are concerned. He's had so many good ones ever since Spider-Man 2000 for the N64 and PS1. That kind of got me started on gaming. I was a small child, and the web-slinging, brawlic violence, and costumes were awesome. Insomniac have done an incredible job with this franchise, and I can't wait for their Wolverine game. Please leave a like on my video. Thank you for watching it. Peace.